morning, beloveds. Foster's being Foster this morning. Hayes is laying on his end of the couch, and Foster is very strong, and Hayes is elderly. So Foster keeps going over there and rubbing on him, but he's bumping him, and I'm like, you're going to push him off the couch. Please don't do that. So, all right. Okay, it is June 6th. Our first quote is, and ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart. And that is Jeremiah 29:13. We need spiritual experience. We shall never know peace until we embody it. It is the result of actually realizing that presence. And that is The Science of Mind, page 445. Turning to God for guidance and direction is a simple process, easy to understand and easy to do. How does one turn to the spirit of loveliness, to the heart of love, to the essence of joy, and to the basis of beauty? Here is the way. Mentally free yourself from your physical surroundings. You can do this any moment, and wherever you are, or wherever you may be. Having withdrawn from the disturbances into a sort of mental sanctum, quietly contemplate the problem or decision which has seemed so great and unanswerable. There will come questions from one source and answers from another. You will find yourself participating in an argument in which two factors, right and wrong, are brought sharply to your attention. There will enter quickly that spirit of which I have spoken. You will sense that loveliness, love, joy, and beauty. Everything contradictory to these virtues will be taken away. Then, even in the face of losing something you may have believed absolutely necessary to your happiness, there will sweep over you a tranquility and well-being. You will be able to go about your business, and suddenly, unexpectedly, you will find yourself doing and saying the right thing at the right time in the right way. There is a power operating through me, a presence inspiring, guiding, directing, and maintaining me. Upon this power I place my reliance and belief. I know that my thoughts, desires, my decisions are made manifest according to infinite wisdom and intelligence, in perfect demonstrations of health, harmony, success, and abundance. Whatever I need to know, I now know. And that is W.M., which I believe is William Miller. Okay. So in Science of Mind, we have two distinct practices. One of which we call treatment, which is affirmative prayer. And the other one is meditation. Now, the difference between treatment and meditation is, in treatment we are talking to God, and in meditation we are listening to God. Now, the other thing about meditation is people get a little weird about that I must sit cross-legged on a pillow staring into the space or with my eyes closed. Well, you put me, one, I can't sit cross-legged on a pillow. I'm just not there right now. And two, if you let me sit for any length of time with my eyes closed, I will probably fall asleep. So there are multiple different kinds of meditation. And the idea is to find one that works for you. There's this phenomenal class called Practical Mysticism, which, I'll be honest with you, I'm not crazy about the books in them, because the collection of writings they just didn't pick good translations. So anytime I've taught Practical Mysticism, I always pull in other sources for that book. It's like, okay, fine, you can read it in here, or let's go to this source material because it's a little bit better. But in Practical Mysticism, what we do is we try out a number of different kinds of meditation. Hayes, you okay, baby? You all right? Oh, get off him. Okay. Ultimate distraction. So you get to try out all of these different meditations. You can try out silent meditations. You can try out music meditation, where you use piano music, guitar music, basically music that is soothing to you, that has no lyrics. You can try music with lyrics. The lyrics tend to be a little distracting, though. You can try walking meditations. The whole point of a labyrinth is a walking meditation. And again, with or without music. You can, one of my students one time, she kept trying meditation and then she went for a hike. And then she went, that's where it opened up to her. Guided meditations are another one. And there's all kinds of different guided meditations. I mean, they're all over YouTube. And sometimes they take you to places or other things. And so there's a wide variety of meditation. The point of meditation, though, is to put you into a particular state of mind in which you are open. Now, one of the I adore guided meditations. I adore guided meditations. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to go to a particular place that I have created in my head. He called it a mental sanctum. So it's like, I'm going to follow a path through a forest into a cave. And once I get past the threshold of the cave, then I come into a library. And in the library, there are 2 wingback chairs. I mean, the whole thing. And I can create this thing like that because it's my place. And I like to call it that place. It's the secret place of the Most High within me. And so whenever I need an answer, then I can go and sit in that wingback chair and then invite spirit to sit in the other one. And then we can have a conversation. Okay? So that's how I get there. I have created the space. It is a well-worn path in my mind, which means I can drop into it pretty quickly. And it is about leaving behind the material world distractions. So, which is one of the reasons for doing that kind of practice every day. So, like, if I'm in the middle of the workday, there's all this chaos going on around me, and I need an answer now. Can I, for a moment, blot out the chaos of my job, the phone's ringing, customers, what have you? Can I blot all that out, get to that space, get the answer I need, and get back? Most days, yes, because I have practiced. It is, as I said, it is a well-worn path. It is a place that I go to regularly. Do I go there for answers all the time? No. Sometimes I just go there to just get away from the material noise. And then sometimes I come back with answers that I didn't expect. So so you want to practice both treatment and meditation regularly. Okay. And pardon the lawn equipment, if you can hear it, because I definitely can. All right, so guidance. And ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart. Jeremiah 29:13. Clearly you understand what that's talking about. If you look for God, you'll find God. Okay? And then Ernest says we need spiritual experience. We shall never know peace until we embody it. And how do we embody it? By creating that place within ourselves. We, at the very core of our being, is peace. I shared a writing from Ernest Holmes that said at the center of the universe is peace, because otherwise the universe would be in complete chaos. That's how he knows that peace is who we are. It's at the center of us. So, it is the result of actually realizing that presence. So that presence, with the capital P, is peace. And it is up to us to go sit in my case, the wingback chair, and commune with that peace, fill up with that peace, and bring that peace back into my material existence, and understand that I am always connected to the source of that peace. And the more often I go there, the more will filter in around me into my daily life. So, turning to God for guidance and direction is a simple process, easy to understand and easy to do with practice. How does one turn to the spirit of loveliness, to the heart of love, to the essence of joy, to the basis of beauty? Well, first off, you got to realize that one, it exists, and two, you have access to it. If you don't believe you have access to it, this process is a little more difficult. So, start there. Here is the way. Mentally free yourself from your physical surroundings, which is why I said meditation. Mentally free yourself from your physical surroundings. Let go of all of the stuff going on around you, which is why you want to do meditation in a safe place. You can do this at any moment and wherever you may be. Having withdrawn from disturbances into a sort of mental sanctum, you heard me describe mine, quietly contemplate the problem or decision which has seemed so great and unanswerable. I mean, of course, the place that I'm going to go and contemplate a problem is going to be a library. Have I ever picked a book up off the shelf? I don't think so. I just like being surrounded by them. I mean, in the mental sanctum. Trust me, I pick up my books all the time. There will come questions from one source and answers from another. And you know how to tell the difference between ego and spirit. Bear in mind that ego is selfish. Now, that is a function of ego. That is part of its job. Ego's job is to keep you safe. If you want more information on ego, go back and watch the Sunday service, because one of the things that Jesse talked was, the title of it was Taming Your Wild Ego. Your ego has a job, all right? So, once you know what the job is, then you can tell the difference between ego and spirit. And ego's job is to keep you safe, period. Which is why ego is selfish. So, and why ego can't be allowed to drive. You will find yourself participating in an argument in which two factors, right and wrong, are brought sharply to your attention. There will enter quickly that spirit of which I have spoken. You will sense that loveliness, love, joy, and beauty. Everything contradictory to these values will be taken away. Then even in the face of losing something you may have believed absolutely necessary to your happiness, there will sweep over you a tranquility and a well-being. You know that. You felt that before. It's like when you have to make a decision, and it is a hard decision, and you know once you have made the decision, it's like, okay, that release of making that decision, that's what we're talking about. It's like, for good or ill, I've made the decision, and then you relax. I think that's what he's talking about. You will be able to go on about your business, and suddenly, unexpectedly, you will find yourself doing and saying the right thing at the right time in the right way. And that is about being willing to trust that Spirit's got your back. All right? Okay. There is a power operating through me, a presence inspiring, guiding, directing, and sustaining me. Upon this power, I place my reliance and belief. I know that my thoughts, my desires, my decisions are made manifest according to infinite wisdom and intelligence. In perfect demonstration of health, harmony, success, and abundance. Whatever I need to know, I now know. All right, so that's William Miller. I know the title is guidance, but meditation. So, the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to create that mental sanctum. If you already have one, great. Then you don't have to create it. Go visit. Go visit today. Go visit tomorrow. Go visit for the rest of the week. Try and do it at least once a day. Take a short trip, a long trip, does not matter. Point is to have that mental sanctum. And when you create that mental sanctum, use all 5 senses. What would it smell like? What would it sound like? What would it feel like? And when I say feel like, I am talking both emotional and physical. I.e., my wingback chairs. Are they leather? Are they velvet? Are they, so, when I touch them, what do they feel like? What is the temperature in the cave? Like a brisk 73 degrees. I don't know. Is there a fire in a fireplace? Do I smell cinnamon, peppermint, rosemary, lavender, roses? Use all 5 of your senses. You can even use what would it taste like, because I like to have a table with tea. Do I drink the tea? I don't know, but I could if I wanted to. So when you create your mental sanctum, involve all 5 of your senses. Okay. And when I said emotional, it should feel safe. Whatever else it feels like, that is the number one thing that you are creating. You are creating a safe space to meet God. Okay. Now, if you don't feel safe meeting God, we need to talk about your relationship with God. Okay. So that's it. And then the other thing that I always recommend every day is the spiritual practice of doing something loving for yourself, doing something kind for yourself, doing something compassionate for yourself. And you know what? Creating a mental sanctum counts. So you can combine the missions into one today, because you are creating a safe space to go. So that is what we are at today. I am going to tell you, I don't even know. There are things going on. If you want to know, email info@creativelife.org. I'm going to tell you to do something I'm going to encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body, to drink plenty of water, to get bright light early in your day, and to open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. It is all around you, all the time. And we can always take Emma's advice to look for the good and praise it. Okay? Fastest way to find to find your heaven. Okay. As I get distracted again by the cats. So, have a great day, an amazing day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, an enchanting day. It's extra important because I know a lot of people don't like Mondays, but I actually do enjoy Mondays. I used to when I went to the gym, and now that I go to the gym on Wednesdays, I still like Mondays. So, all right. Have a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day, because you are enough just as you are. Oh, you are a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased, always and forever. Okay. So catch us on the social medias. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark, or I am the Running Rev, Ryan, if you want to follow me on the social medias. Ow! As I'm being chewed on by the cat, who is distracting the heck out of me. So I need to get off and go. I'm sorry. Okay. Whatever else you do today, know that you are loved. Absolutely loved. All right. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next time.